Hello, my beautiful, wonderful friends. Remember back when I had 8 subscribers and I was so excited to see them every day? And I'm still so excited to see you guys every day. There's a few more than 8 now that come and hang out with me in my world. And it all started here in the studio when I was learning how to pour paint. And I feel kind of like I'm learning it all over again because it's been about a year, actually, since I've painted. Because I have so much artwork. I have so much artwork and nowhere to merchandise it. So most of it's not completely finished yet. Like, I haven't sealed it with the resin because where is it going to go? So I need to get on some of that too and do something about getting some of that listed, whether I find a market that I can go to once in a while. Although some of that stuff is pretty heavy to be carrying around, especially some of those trivets and stuff, great big chunks of wood, but that's besides the point. Here I am in the studio, thankful that you're here and just popping in to say hello. So it has been a while, but I do kind of remember what I'm doing here. So this is a pre-mixed base paint. I am seeing a few lumps in it. It's been sitting for a year, but it actually really kept its consistency nicely. I don't know how well you can see that dribble, but that's about perfect for a base paint. Because it's been quite a long time since I've painted, I am going to do a couple of trial pieces, if you will, a couple of coasters that I will try first. And then I have to pour a clock for my sweet friend Bunky over there at Bunky's Garden because she won one. Well, she won a piece of my art at my giveaway, and I did not have anything that was all blue for her. And so I'm going to make her a custom clock. And whether you'll see that, you'll see, I'm going to make a few, and then I'm going to pick the one that I like the best to send to her. So I won't make them all tonight. Probably I won't make them all tonight. But that is going to be coming up. Okay, so I have got my camera running up here. I don't know if you can see that in there. You probably can, but I have my little camera running here. Maybe I should put it up just a touch so you... Anyway, it's running down on here, and it's got this centered quite nicely. And so, yeah, we're going to give that a shot, a dual camera, and then we'll try to edit it together so it's not too crazy. Colors that I'm using today are, imagine this, custom colors, because I mixed a little bit too much of my Floetrol with stuff, and so I had some very runny stuff I had to mix up. But I have a beautiful teal. You can see how it just runs off there. And then this is a cobalt blue mixed with, ooh, that's a bit thick. That needs a little bit more water. So I use a mixture of Floetrol and water when I'm mixing up my paints. So I'm just going to squirt in a little bit more water and stir it around. And keep going until you get to the consistency that you want. You know, you don't want to add too much at a time. There we go. That's nice. And I have this beautiful color, which is actually a phthalo blue mixed with a Prussian blue. And yeah, so these are the colors that I'm going with. Oh, and then I also have a iridescent blue-black, which is, in the bottle it doesn't look like it. I wonder if you can see that, you can almost see that color. at the top there that it comes out. I don't know how that'll show up in the camera, but I know it's there for me. And anyway, let's go ahead and move that out of the way. And let's go ahead and flood our surface first. Alright, so I'm just gonna get down here and pop these bubbles that are popping up. In case you've ever wondered, that is what the torch is for. I'll turn that off. And yes, I do have a fire extinguisher, Stephen, right down there. So, always being safe, yes. Otherwise, Dave would probably not let me have a torch in the house. Anyway, I'm going to add a little bit more of this and just let it level itself off for a few more minutes. I might have to come back in here and pop some more bubbles because there are going to be lots of bubbles. And oh my gosh, I forgot how much fun this is and why I wanted to do it in the first place. Has been a long time. But this is a pour that I kind of created just as I was, well, just as I was learning my last pours. So if you go back to my series in the studio and you look at those last few pours, you'll see this type of a pour, and I call it the Make a Beautiful Mess pour. And so this is why. I'm just going to come in here with my various colors, and I'm going to do some squiggling. And I'll come in here with my next color, and I'll do some of the same stuff. And I am going to just make a mess here. Let's do it. Now I'm not going to bring my blow dryer in on this. I'm going to use my little mini and hope that it has enough gumption in it to blow this paint. So let's find out. Happy. So one thing, you can either take a stick or whatever, but you want to make sure that you kind of rub it along the bottom because you're going to have drippage. You can just use your finger. With these it's kind of easier to just use your finger. I'm going to let this sit here for a bit, and yeah, just kind of let it drip. It's going to drip for a few minutes, and then we'll move on to painting number 2. Here we go with number 2. Let's get the gloves on, because I am a messy painter. I admit it. But isn't that part of what makes it so much fun? And I've got my base down on here. I'm going to use the same colors. But I'm going to use them in a different order because I don't remember what order I used them in, and I'm not going back to the last video to find out. So here's what we're going to do. I kind of love it. And I totally forgot how much fun this was. I think I will quit while I'm ahead. Da, 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 da. Art piece number 2. Editing Lorrie here, and I just popped on to say that's probably enough painting for one day. I don't want to like totally bore you guys. I did do a big record painting, but I'll make another video about that. This is getting to be 15 minutes already, and I'm sure that's enough. Nisi said that she loved my painting videos, so this one is always dedicated to her. All of my painting videos dedicated to Nisi. And that's Nisi over at Freehandly Made in Montana, Freehandly Made AU in Montana, and she has got a fantastic channel. She does a lot of crochet, and she does a lot of stuff with the autism community, and she just started a new job, and so yeah, let's go over and support her. I will leave her link down below, and Bunky as well. You know, I mentioned my sweet friend Bunky, and I will also link her channel down before. She is the person I go to whenever I have garden questions, and she is who one of these art pieces is going to be for. So without any further ado, because I've babbled to you long enough, I'm going to say goodbye and thanks for watching. And hey, if you wanted to support my channel, you could do that by watching this video all the way through, watching the advertisements, should they have any, for at least, I don't know, 20 seconds. I think is the minimum that you have to watch an ad for me to get credit for it. Something like that anyway, but you could do that. There is a thank you button below. I do have PayPal. I'm also working on getting some of my art up on my website, and so that will be available for sale soon. And I do have a merch store down there. I don't know that there's a whole lot on it yet, but I could work on some other stuff. For that, if people are interested, and that's about it. So have yourself a fantastic day. I will see you soon. Bye now.